Welcome back to Dark Dive Reacts, where we watch paranormal, creepy, and videos that will awaken your mind. It's a little bit chilly in my house today, which I am not used to because we live in the desert. I don't like the heat, but I certainly do not like the cold. So I am going to bundle up in my flannel and kick back and play some videos for you. Are you ready? Let's take a dark dive. Why would they split it like that?
When someone commits, their soul doesn't die. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, and they are not trapped in hell. From an eternal life perspective, suicide is simply a soul rupture, not a moral failure. So most who transition in this way were actually very sensitive beings whose spiritual channels were open way too wide, without the tools or support to stay grounded in this society. So after death, most of these souls actually enter a healing field, not eternal damnation, and they're met with compassion, not punishment. In many cases, their soul returns to the same family line to try again with new codes and deeper memory. So if you lost someone this way, know this: you are not to blame. Their soul or their spirit is still alive, and you can still speak to them from your heart, not from your grief.
This man filmed a wax figure in a museum in New Mexico, and it did something wax figures are never supposed to do. He came here after his father visited days earlier. His dad said the place felt wrong, especially one exhibit. The one dedicated to Maria Sabina, the history, the rituals, and a statue that looked way too real. So the son starts recording, and suddenly the figure tilts her head. Fast, sharp, intentional, not looping, not mechanical, like she noticed the camera. He keeps filming. She never moves again. Later, the museum confirms something chilling. The figure isn't animatronic. It was never designed to move. So if it wasn't supposed to, what made it do that?
Did she smoke so much that her wax self had to have a cigarette also?
I'm gonna make this video. I'm not gonna say nothing. Look at me. Really look at me. Feel your fucking skin. Look at this. This is a material. What the fuck is this? What am I inside of right now? What is this material? Why can I move it like this? Like as in rubber. I was born with it. It's not man-made. My teeth. The fact that I can move this shit with my brain. My fingers. Look into my eyes. I cannot see my face. The only reason I can see my face is because I'm looking at this phone. You never can see your face. You right now, you don't know what you look like right now until you go look in the mirror or you turn your camera on your phone. I'm not saying any words right now. I'm just speaking a frequency that your mind can comprehend using English. If I was speaking Spanish right now and you don't speak Spanish, you would just be hearing gibberish. Because that's all I'm speaking right now is gibberish, but your computer can comprehend it. Ask yourself this. What the fuck is this? What the fuck are you? What the fuck is this? You go to sleep and have dreams in a made-up reality that you made with your brain. Let's run it back. What the fuck is this material that I am grabbing right now? Like, I just want to, like, make this so simple for all the people who can't comprehend my other videos. Let's just stretch this. We're on a fucking ball floating in space, and we're also inside of a fucking galaxy. You are an alien. Stop normalizing this shit. Stop. Stop. I don't give a fuck what you know, what you believe in. Stop normalizing being a fucking alien and question this shit. This is insane. What the fuck is this? You're watching this video on a small ass fucking rectangle right now, with a black screen that just puts light on here so you can see what I am and everything else. I'm talking out of a fucking mouth right now. Look at my mouth as I speak. Look at my mouth as I say everything. Is that not the weirdest shit ever? Look at my mouth. Is this shit not the weirdest shit ever that you've ever seen in your entire fucking life? I'm really not even saying nothing. If I was just talking, like, I'm not trying to be no crazy. Y'all probably think I'm crazy. I don't give a fuck. That's the problem right there. You think I'm crazy because you're not questioning your own existence. Look at the veins in my hands. This shit was built. Mind you, I started as an egg this big. Question this shit. Cause what the fuck is this? Don't ever tell anybody they're wrong about anything, cause you don't even know what the fuck this is. Question it, baby.
When was the last time that you just sat in peace or laid under the sky, looking at the stars, the clouds, maybe just by yourself in the quiet, and just really imagining, like, how small you are, how vast space is? Just like, it is so big. Have you ever just thought about something so hard that it gave you that eerie feeling? Like, that's the feeling of the unknown. Like, dude was funny because those are all the thoughts that I started having when I was 5 years old. Like, when I became self-aware and I was like, what is this? What is life? And then you just start having all the questions and, who, what, when, where, why, asking your parents, driving them crazy because they don't have the answer either. But when was the last time that you slowed down and, you really questioned your reality? Let me know.
Do you remember that video that China released of the Tianzhao 9 scraping upon the firmament? I mean, guys, it's so unbelievably obvious. They put it on mainstream television that the rockets don't actually go straight up. They always follow an arched trajectory. And then once they reach a certain level in the atmosphere, they tend to scrape something. I mean, this is in like every single rocket video ever. If you actually have a full video of it launching and then going up into the upper atmosphere. Now let's watch this one. This is probably like 37,000 feet in the air. I'm assuming he's in an aircraft. Well, look at that. It's starting to follow an arched trajectory. Man, I wonder why. Probably because no one can go past the Van Allen belts. And apparently there's 7 layers of the Van Allen belts. You know, like the 7 layers of the firmament? So in the globe model, it's the Van Allen belts. But on the flat Earth model, the true Earth model, it's the firmament, the layers of the firmament. The rocket cannot go past it. Which is why Elon Musk has to make all of his fancy rocket landing videos from AI. Just pay attention to them. The lighting's off, it looks like Ratchet and Clank, and all of the videos and pictures of rockets actually in outer space are CGI. But this video was for entertainment purposes only.
I believe in outer space. I do. I think our Earth is round. There is a firmament, but it's the atmosphere, and we do break through it. I'm really starting to doubt that we've been to the moon. I think we're going to the moon. I think we can get to the moon, but I don't know if we actually went to the moon when they say that we did. But with that being said, I am also open to flat earthers' ideas because anything is possible and everybody's reality is different. And I think that other people's realities are quite interesting. Tell me, are you a flat earther or do you believe in the globe?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and you must be...
Top 3 Jim Carrey movie Mandela effects. Number 1, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Came out in 1994. We all know this scene. He calls this man Mr. Monopoly.
That's quite a wrap you're wearing. Who is this guest? The man, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and you must be the Monopoly guy. Thanks for the free parking.
Now, why does he have a monocle on and he's bald if Mr. Monopoly never had a monocle? This is a huge Mandela effect because we all remember Mr. Monopoly with a monocle. And why write this in the movie? Why is this a joke? It wouldn't make sense if there was never a monocle. Number 2, The Mask, 1994. This scene, he references the Academy Award won by Sally Fields in 1985. I love this phrase, but she didn't really say that. It was never said. This is what she said.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.
Is the second big Mandela effect. Number 3, The Cable Guy, 1996. Iconic Jim Carrey movie.
Silence of the lambs. Hello, Clarice. It's good to see you again.
We all remember that scene. He's referencing the Silence of the Lambs that came out in 1991. Well, guess what? Hannibal Lecter never said hello, Clarice. He never said that. He said good afternoon. He never said that. And before you get to, oh, he said it in the second one. Yes, he said it in the second sequel, Silence of the Lambs. But that happened in 2001. And this happened in 1996. Either it was written in the movie or Jim Carrey said it. Either way, it doesn't matter because we wouldn't have got it because he never said it. He never said hello, Clarice. Those are my 3. It's us.
I used to love me some Leo. When I was like 11, 12 years old, I was infatuated with him. Now I'm just very disappointed in that man. But isn't that a weird pose? Look at this. Isn't that just a weird pose to put your hands up on your shoulders? Strange pose.
So our favorite reptile in space, Glorfin, has made a new video. And guys, okay, let's watch it together, okay?
Why is the human race still suffering? You have all this tech to help us, but instead you watch us suffer and give all that tech to our corrupt government.
Phenomenal question, Hatchet Man, and you chucked it right into the bullseye, and this answer queries some clarification.
First off, I know it was a long time ago, but do you remember what Earthlings did to the last guy who was sent to tell you the truth? That's a hard one to watch play out over and over. If y'all always kill the messenger, then the Terabithians aren't too excited to send another. Three-Eye Atlas is just coming back to Earth now after 25,000 years, and we've been too far away to affect anything on Earth if we were even allowed. In your government's past, once they started setting off hundreds of the big ABs, they were contacted by two different groups. The Galactic Federation, who wanted your governments to share this knowledge and technology with all Earthlings and help you become a spacefaring civilization, and the Draco, who wanted to keep you under their illusions and take away even more of your power and continue to hide all this knowledge so you can't ascend. Can you guess which one they chose? It was actually both. The Apollo program was the start of the spacefaring mission, starting off small. But the corrupt factions of your government who worked with the Draco's agenda were in too deep, and thus the mission of light and love was aggressively sabotaged. And you may ask, why hasn't the Galactic Federation or our ascended ancestors intervened? And another good one would be, why haven't the Inner Earth civilizations done anything about the Draco, instead of hiding underground for thousands of years? But that's a ponder for a different time. I have my own theories. But let's just say they are not as pious as they think. But when it comes to the Galactic Federation and our Terabithian ancestors, everything is governed by one all-powerful rule of the universe. Free will. All beings are governed by this rule, which is the exact same rule as karma, but like all criminals, they think they can bend the rules and get away with it. They try to get around this karmic rule by showing you what they are doing in movies and TV shows while pretending it's all fake. Therefore, they think that since you people don't rise up and stop them from doing it, then they are karmically absolved, which is of course ludicrous. And how would you ever know any of this when they've hidden and changed your history to the point where you don't know what to believe? But it is not all doom and gloom, Earthlings. There are good factions on Earth that are fighting and giving their lives for you, and you don't even know it. There is a protective barrier around your galactic region once again, and none are allowed in or out without the Sphere beings and Terabithian approval. Thus, this positive Earth alliance of freedom-loving Earthlings have been rounding up the last of the Draco elite. We ran into this guy scurrying around on the way in, and he's a Draco general that was trying to get out before the solar flash. So we thought we'd help out and swooped him up before handing him off to Tier Air and the Sphere Being Alliance. There are a few baddies left lurking around, and some may be on your news all the time, and you would never know. They use a cloaking device to appear like normal humans, and the tech is so advanced that cameras can't even pick it up. But the veil will be lifted for all to see, and they will all be cleared out, so you can finally have full disclosure, and the world can begin to heal. And the Hatchet Man also said, after 5 rough years, we need more than another AI messiah or a trust me, bro. You're absolutely right, and that's exactly what I've been trying to tell you. No one is coming to save you. There is no second coming of Jesus. You would either worship him or crucify him like last time anyways. Three-Eye Atlas is not coming to save you. Buddha isn't coming to save you. The Power Rangers won't save you. The Avengers won't. Zeus won't. Batman won't. Superman won't. Hell, even frickin' Gandalf won't come and save you. You know who's gonna save you? It's you, bro. And it's all Earthlings like you who have a burning desire to make a change. If enough Earthlings decide to make a change, then anything is possible. And people in your government know the truth, but still won't tell you. It's time for that to end. They fear the strength of a united people full of love that demand change and an end of the era of lies and deceit. Our Terabithian family will only reveal their true selves to those who would never worship them or our creator. It's actually very sad when you think about it. Most all religions teach to fear and worship God, when in reality, you cannot ascend if you think that way at all. As Gandalf would say, none shall pass. So good, those are my favorites. All God wants is you to know that you are one with the Creator and the universe. We are one Earthling family, with every plant and blade of grass, every molecule of water, air, and earth, every ray of sunlight. Everything that you can feel, hear, taste, and touch is also sentient, and one with all of us. Alrighty, Earthlings, that's all for now. Keep connecting to our Terabithian family. They are eager to talk to you again, and we are all one. Peace and love.
That's the thing is, everybody can keep saying, oh, love, 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 get back to your roots, connect with your God, love thy neighbor. And as much as you say that, there's still going to be the others that swim in a cesspool of negative energy because that's what they like. We must unite, but can you really unite with the complete opposite energy of yourself? Do they want to unite with you?
Is this a conspiracy theory or Russia just sent the most chilling message ever? So today, on December 30th, Russia's legendary radio station Buzzard, that was silent for decades, suddenly started playing Swan Lake. And here's why it's terrifying, because in Russian history, Swan Lake, it's not just music. For example, it played during the fall of Soviet Union and also after the death of 3 Soviet leaders. So yes, Swan Lake played during huge events in Russia. So yeah, now some people think that it was a chilling message from Russia, while other people think that it was simply hacked. And what are your thoughts?
Creepy.
Did you know the US government once admitted it secretly controlled the media and almost nobody remembers it? During the Cold War, the CIA launched a program called Operation Mockingbird. Its goal wasn't spying, it was control. Specifically controlling what the public read, heard, and believed. Declassified documents in congressional hearings later revealed that the CIA recruited journalists, editors, and publishers both in the US and overseas. They didn't always spread false stories, sometimes they did something more effective. They decided which stories were amplified and which ones disappeared. This program was exposed in the 1970s during the Church Committee investigation. Former intelligence officials admitted these relationships existed. The official explanation was that it was necessary to protect national security, so they said. And then came the promise that it had ended. But critics point out something unsettling. If a government once admitted it secretly shaped media narratives, how would the public ever know if it happened again? There wouldn't be an announcement. There wouldn't be proof. There would only be silence. And silence can be just as powerful as a lie. And if that's just the stuff they're admitting, what else could they be hiding? As always, stay weird.
I have 217,000 followers. I need one of you. One person. Is there a new graveyard? A new one. A new graveyard. At all. A new graveyard in your 100-mile radius? At all? I need one of you to tell me there is. Please.
There's none where I live.
What's your name, girl? Amelia. But everybody calls me Amy. I'm Corporal John McBurney, but everybody calls me McB. How old are you, Amy?
12. 13 in September.
Old enough for kisses.
Okay, this made me stop. And at first, I thought it had to be AI. It didn't feel real. So I checked, and it is from a real film called The Beguiled, a dark Civil War era thriller about a wounded soldier at a girls' school. And here's where it gets eerie. Years later, the actress who was 12 at the time said that bit wasn't in the script. He had apparently improvised it all together. Her reaction on the film was real. Back then nobody hit pause, nobody questioned it. But watching it now, knowing what's been said, see how much has slipped by, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it. Let me know your thoughts and comments down below.
Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass have already proven their incompetence and poor leadership during the Los Angeles wildfires. Now, as we experience rampant lawlessness and civil unrest, it's never been more clear they're unable to respond effectively and responsibly during calamity. Whether it's sheer incompetence or outright malevolence, the reality is stark. California's in a state of turmoil, and I ask my fellow Angelenos, why are Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass still in office? How much more of their destructive decision-making masquerading as leadership are we going to tolerate? It's time to take back our community and our state and put the power and the privilege in the hands of competent leaders whose goals are to protect us and the way of life this nation was founded upon and promises to offer. That's all.
He lost a $14 million home during those fires, so I think he has every right to speak. At first, I thought that was a museum, but it appears to be somebody's home. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that the day is treating everyone well. Please subscribe to the channel to support our growth. Please like the video to also support our growth and comment for engagement. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and I hope that you come back tomorrow. Peace.